Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. As you know, Arena Breakout has entered its first official closed beta test for the global market. That means everything's in English, blood splatter is red, and instead of having a box line on the floor when you kill someone, they've got a hard-to-spot body that you have to remember the location of, otherwise you'll completely forget it and run around in circles for 5 minutes trying to figure out where you killed the guy. Now, in this video, guys, I'm going to give you 7 top tips to make you better at the game. Now, these are tips that I've honed over a long time period. If you are new to the channel, I'll tell you now, I have been playing this game for well over a year now on the Chinese server, and I got early access to the English, but I know pretty much everything about the game before it became English, so it's just easier for me to process now that I can actually read things. However, if you're not new to the channel, you'll know I kind of know what I know what I'm talking about when it comes to these things. Anyway, guys, what I'm going to do in this video, guys, I'm going to go through 7 things and give you sort of examples in the background footage of me doing this. And hopefully, by the end of it, you will be a lot better at the game. I see a lot of people obviously just starting the game for the first time. They don't really get what to do, they don't get how the mechanics work, etc. So I'm going to hopefully teach you how to play it in this one video. Of course, you can, check out all my other guide videos scattered throughout my channel. I've done loads on loads of different things. So if you do want to learn about the gun bench or the difference between PMCs and scavs, stuff like that, I have done guides. I do recommend you go check them out. You'll learn a lot about the game. So without further ado, guys, let's just get straight into this one. If you do us a big favour, please like the video, it does support the channel. And if you're not already subscribed, please consider doing so. Let's get straight into this one. Right, guys, first of all, it's important to remember that Arena Breakout is a hardcore, slow-paced, team-based game based entirely in first-person perspective. Now, what this means is it's not like Call of Duty Mobile, it's not like PUBG Mobile, it's not like Free Fire, it's not like Rainbow Six Mobile in the slightest, right? All these other games, you're coming from, you're a professional player, you're a competitive player, whatever the hell you are, or you're a casual player, your skill set from these other games is not going to transfer over. Now, I've had a couple of comments on Twitter and stuff from big content creators and stuff saying they like the game, they appreciate what it's like, but it's too slow-paced for them. It is a very slow-paced game. If you run around like it's PUBG Mobile, thinking you're going to push everybody, kill them in a couple of shots, and like heal up quickly and stuff like that behind cover, it's not going to happen, and you're going to have a very, very bad time on the game. So before you jump into this game, just be aware that it's very slow-paced, it's a very patient game, and you have to just adjust to suit when the time needs. So guys, before we start a match, I forgot to record my whole rigmarole of getting my gear together. However, I'm just going to repeat this screen where you can see my full gear on for you right now. You want to make sure you take plenty spare meds, spare ammo and spare magazines with you in every match. Now, your armor, your helmets, etc. is completely separate to this. You should know that you need this already. Now, the main reason for this is you're not going to shoot one bullet and then escape. You're going to shoot quite a few. You're going to have to kill scavs, you're going to have to kill players and stuff, and you're going to get hurt potentially really badly and have to constantly heal yourself. I do get a couple of shots in this game off a couple of players and have to heal myself up. Now, it's important to realise that, let's say you take one magazine with you, it's in your gun. You can't reload without taking the magazine out of the gun, reloading the magazine, then putting it back in. So it makes sense to have 1 or 2 extra mags. I usually go for 2 because obviously if there's an extended PvP confrontation like you will see in this video in the background where I take on a full squad by myself, obviously I need a lot of bullets to do that, so it helps to have the extra mags in place. Now, the reason to take extra ammo is because you do actually, this is probably the next point in the video at some point, have to reload your magazines at some point, and you need the extra ammo to do this. I usually take about twice as much as that would fill my extra magazines. So if I've got extra magazines that take up 100 bullets, I'll take 200 extra bullets with us as a rule of thumb. Obviously, the more expensive ammo you get, it's going to cost a fortune, so sometimes it just pays to get a little bit less of a tier just in case. Right, guys, at the end of that last clip, you just saw me shoot a player through a bush and kill him because he couldn't really see us. He was hiding in the bush. I could see him. He couldn't see me, by the by. Now, you're about to see in a moment me go to loot this guy and a full squad pushes us, and I mean a full squad of players, not bots. These guys were out to kill us. Now, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to give you my top tips for PvP here, because PvP does happen in the game quite often, and people just want your stuff. You can even get killed by your teammates by a grenade. You have to be careful about that. That's a different video, though. Now, the way I treat PvP in this game is passively. Now, I will not run around like it's a fast-paced shooting game. You will see me running quite a lot, position to position. I treat a 4v1 as 4 1v1s, so I'll take one person at a time. I usually try and go for the highest geared looking one at a time, because generally speaking, they'll have the best gear on them, and they've got more chance of being a good player and killing you instead of you killing them. Now, I have a tactic of going cover to cover, so if I see movement, I see shots and stuff, I will not run at them. They can hear us coming, they're going to turn and shoot. I make people come to me. So kill one of their teammates, and then wait until the other one pushes, kill him, wait until the other one pushes, etc. Constantly on the move, and keep out of their line of sight. Take your shots when you can, and you will come out on top. Now, when it comes to looting these kills afterwards, what you want to do is make sure that nobody friggin' heard your gunfight, because you're going to go to loot and someone's going to kill you. So just give a quick check around the area a couple of times, loot a bit, and then look up again. You know what I mean? That's coming in the next tip anyway. Make sure, like you're seeing me do in the background here, don't get greedy. The loot's not going anywhere as long as your teammates don't take it from you or someone else comes along. Heal up before you go loot, because the amount of times I've been killed in the past because I just haven't bothered to heal myself up, I've been too desperate to see what gear I had on, it's absolutely ridiculous. Remember to heal up after combat. Right guys, throughout this video, you will have seen me reload me mags every single chance I get. The amount of people that don't do this is astonishing. They run into a PvP and they're like, oh crap, me mags have got no ammo and I'm going to die. I've seen it happen so many times. Now I'm going to recommend that every second of a game that you get between gunfights, even if it's just you fire a couple of shots, reload your magazines so that they're full for the next confrontation. Now, I do this religiously now. I always make sure before I've got the chance of getting into a PvP confrontation or a scarf boss or even just regular scarves, or I'm going to loot someone and there's a potential of someone else hearing and running across trying to get the loot, I make sure I'm fully reloaded up so that I'm ready for the next battle. So reload every single chance you get, guys. It's going to save your life. Right guys, when it comes to looting your kills, this counts for looting kills, boxes, things in areas, you know, scarves, anything in the game you need to loot, this counts for it. And I'm going to say loot quickly, because people, if you've just killed someone, could have heard your gunfight and they're going to run over and try and kill you and take your stuff and the person you killed. So it makes sense to be very quick. Once you learn the game a bit more, guys, I'm not going to be able to teach this in this video. Once you know what to pick up, what not to pick up, it'll take a lot less time to loot, and you might not get killed as much because of looting. I've been headshot loads of times in my early days because I couldn't figure out what to pick up. But it's going to pay you to loot very quickly. Now, thankfully, in the English version of the game, guys, we've got bodies on the floor instead of boxes, so we can actually kind of see what sort of gear people have got on before we open the loot menu. In the past, you know, you got a white box or a grey box, brown box, you had to open it to see what gear they had, you had to wait for a search. But now you can see what gun they've got in their hand, you can see if they had a gun on their back, you can see what backpack they've got depending on which way they're lying, you can see what armour, helmet and rig they had on. So once you learn which ones the expensive ones are, you can prioritise who you're looting and how quickly you can loot, because it will save your life in the long run. Right guys, do us a massive favour, right? Jump on my Discord server, ask anybody on that Discord server that's played this game as long as I have, or nearly as long. Ask them what gets them killed the most, or did get them killed the most once they stopped playing that way, and they will say it's loot greed. Now that's a term we've started calling it when you've got too much loot, but there's always in the back of your head, I can get more. This will get you killed. Now, the tip I'm going to give you guys is once you've got enough, just go to extract, right? Yes, you can probably find better gear. You can probably find a better weapon. You can probably find another player with better gear than you that you could swap with if you killed them. But the more loot you've got, the more you weigh, the slower you run, the more your stamina drains, etc. Falling damage becomes higher. and it becomes increasingly harder to escape as well. Yeah, if you do get killed, you know, because it's easier to get killed when you're slower and you've got less stamina, you're going to regret not escaping when you had the chance, because you've just lost all the loot you did have. Now, I kill this guy in this next little clip here. This guy with he's got an MPX, the same as me, and he's got gold ammo, very good ammo. Quite a decent loot I got from this. As soon as I picked up his stuff, I was like, right, I'm overburdened, and I beeline for the exit. Obviously, I still play the same on the way out. I still look around, but my priority on the way out is not looting. I'll kill a couple of scavs if they get me away, etc., but it's not looting. I just need to escape so that I keep what I've actually profited with from that run. Right, guys, last tip of the day, last tip of the video, which I'm surprised how many people forget to do this. When you do escape, you do extract and stuff, remember to take all your loot out of your backpack. Any extra guns you got that you don't need, but you potentially want for another time, like pistols or secondaries, just take them out, put them in your warehouse, and make sure you restock. I think a lot of people assume they've got enough bullets, or they're going to find bullets, or they're not thinking about it clearly enough, and they've used the extra ammo they had in the previous round. They go into the next game, they're like, oh crap, I've only got like 5 bullets left. It's a little too late. Also recommend that you heal yourself. Go to the heal menu and auto heal for the amount of money, because the amount of times I've accidentally joined a game and me arm was blacked out in the previous round, and then it's red when I join the next game and I have to waste some of my meds for no reason whatsoever. It gets ridiculous. Anyway, guys, you know, just empty your stuff and restock yourself. If you've died, make a new loadout. That's entirely up to you, you know, if you've died. Now, anyway, guys, that's it. That's the video for today. I will be doing more tip videos in the future. You want any guides, let us know down in the description. I'll try my best to do them. But don't ask us to do, you know, key openings and stuff. Unless I've got the key, I'm not doing it. If I get it, I'll do it, sort of thing. Well, I don't have any expensive keys at the moment. But most importantly, guys, if you're enjoying the game, let us know down in the comments. I would love to show the developers that a lot of people are enjoying it if they are. If you're not enjoying it, please tell us, pardon me, why, so I can show them that as well. But don't say it because there's no crosshair, there's no loot, auto loot, and I can't play on my PC because I'm not bothered about them things that aren't part of the game. So anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. If you haven't already liked the video, please make sure you do. Make sure you do subscribe to the channel, and hopefully I'll see you in the very next video. And of course, I will be live later on Twitch and YouTube, and you can come get some Twitch drops if you really want to. So hopefully see you then. Bye-bye for now.